Okay, so today we're going deep on this Nicolas Delaloye watch,
Uh-huh.
the Renaissance Tantalum 39 millimeter.
Okay.
And we've got some articles here that lay it all out.
Yeah.
But really, like, what are we looking for here?
Right.
Um, for someone if you're into watches,
Yeah.
and you appreciate craftsmanship, but you don't want to get lost in the weeds.
Sure.
What are the key things about this watch?
Yeah. And, off the bat, just the name Nicolas Delaloye.
Yeah.
He's not a household name.
No.
Even for people who are really into watches.
Yeah.
So right away, it's like, what's the story here?
Exactly. Yeah. So who is this guy? So he's a watchmaker in his 50s.
Yep.
And he's a member of the AHCI.
Right.
Which that's the Académie Ordinaire des Créateurs Indépendants.
Yes.
So that's not something that everyone just gets into.
No. It's invitation only.
It's pretty exclusive.
Yeah, you really have to prove yourself.
You're at a certain level. If you're in the AHCI.
It means you're creating your own work at a very high level.
It's not just putting other people's stuff together.
Exactly.
So it's a real mark of distinction.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, he's in the AHCI. But how did he get to this Renaissance watch?
Right.
Well, he graduated from the Geneva Watchmaking School in 91.
Wow.
So he's got the chops.
Training.
Classic training. And then he worked for Patek Philippe.
Oh, wow.
And some other big names.
Okay.
So that's like the top of the top.
Yeah, working at a place like Patek.
Yeah.
You learn quality control. You learn the philosophy of high-end watchmaking.
Absolutely. So he's got all that.
Yep.
But then he went independent in 2000.
Oh, wow.
Started making his own watches.
Okay.
With his own movement. The Caliber ND01.
The ND01.
It's a classic, time-only design.
Right.
3-day power reserve, hand wound. So, right away you see he's got this independent spirit.
Yeah, he wants to do his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, the subprime crisis hits.
Oh.
He has to, kind of shift gears, starts assembling movements for other brands, which is, it's still serious watchmaking.
Oh, yeah, a lot of skill involved there.
Yeah, but it's not the same as making your own watches.
Right.
And then in 2016, get this,
yeah,
he becomes a watchmaker restorer at the Patek Philippe Museum.
Oh, wow.
I mean, can you imagine?
Talk about history.
Yeah.
Talk about seeing the greats.
The pieces he must have worked on.
Yeah.
Must have been incredible.
I mean, you learn so much from working on old watches.
Yeah.
It's a totally different perspective.
Yeah. Totally different.
Than making a new one.
Yeah. So then he makes this comeback in 2024. He goes back to independent watchmaking.
And that's where we get the Renaissance.
That's the Renaissance.
That's it.
It's a rebirth, right?
Yeah. A personal rebirth.
It's coming back to what he loves.
Yeah, exactly.
And the watch itself is like an updated version of his first model with the NDO's 1 caliber.
So he's coming full circle.
Yeah. But with all this experience, you know that he's picked up along the way.
So it's like a refined vision.
Yes, exactly.
Of his original idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the design, it's simple, it's pure, but it's elegant.
Okay.
It's a dress watch.
Right.
So it's not flashy.
Gotcha.
Now, the case is 39 millimeters.
Okay.
Which is, a good size. It's comfortable.
Yeah. That's a classic size.
It's classic.
Yeah.
And it's actually smaller than his earlier models, which were 41.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And there were even some 37 millimeter versions at one point.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he's played around with different sizes.
Yeah. Finding that sweet spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the real story here is the material tantalum.
Tantalum. Okay, so that's not something you see every day.
You don't see that every day.
Right.
I mean, most people, when they think of a watch case,
right,
they're thinking steel or gold.
Yeah, or maybe titanium.
Yeah.
But tantalum, that's different.
It's different. It's heavier than steel.
Oh, is it?
It's much denser.
Okay.
And it's harder. So it's going to hold up really well.
It won't scratch it easily.
Yeah, and it's got this unique color.
What is it? What color is it?
It's like a dark grayish blue.
Oh, wow.
It's subtle.
Interesting.
But it's really cool.
So it's kind of like under the radar.
Yeah.
You have to know what you're looking at to appreciate it.
It's for people who are in the know.
Yeah. I like that.
And then we've got the dial, which is enamel.
Enamel, okay.
You can get it in ivory or black.
Oh, so classic options.
Classic. And then for the numerals, you have a choice between Roman numerals.
Right.
Or Breguet Arabic numerals.
Oh, okay, so you go traditional.
Yeah.
Or a little more fancy.
Exactly.
Right.
It's all about that elegant, timeless look.
Yeah, I'm seeing a theme here.
Yes.
Understated elegance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the layout of the dial,
Yeah.
it's balanced.
Okay.
You've got the small seconds counter at 6 o'clock.
Right, so it's not just a blank dial.
Yeah, it adds a little bit of visual interest, but it's not cluttered.
It's still clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the hands, they're slender, but they're sculpted.
Okay.
And you can get them in blued steel.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Polished.
So that probably depends on which dial you choose.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're really legible.
That's important.
Which is crucial.
Especially on a dress watch.
You want to be able to tell the time.
Yeah.
And they have this domed and polished finish.
Okay.
That catches the light.
So it's the little details.
It's those details that really elevate.
That make it special.
Okay, so now let's get to the movement. The heart of the watch.
The caliber ND01.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not hiding it.
No.
He's got an exhibition case back.
He wants you to see it.
He wants you to see it.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is the gear train comes from a vintage German movement.
Okay.
The ASLA 130.
The ASLA 130. Okay.
From Anton Schimt.
Gotcha.
So it's this cool blend of old and new. You know, he's taking this vintage movement.
Which is a classic, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Very reliable, very well respected.
Yeah, workhorse movement.
Yeah.
And he's taking that and building on it.
And then doing all this hand finishing.
Right.
The bridges are German silver.
Beautiful.
With chamfer edges.
Yeah.
And Côte de Genève decoration.
It's all hand done.
It's all done by hand.
Yeah.
And then you've got those 4 jewels that are set in gold chatons.
Oh, wow.
Which are held in place with blued steel screws.
That's classic watchmaking.
It's beautiful. It's classic.
Yeah. And then there's the swan neck regulator, which is black polished.
Okay.
It's just stunning.
So that's for adjusting the accuracy.
Yeah. Fine tuning.
Yeah.
But it's also just beautiful to look at.
It's functional and beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the balance wheel,
yeah,
it oscillates at 18,000 vibrations per hour.
Okay.
Which is slower than a lot of modern movements.
So why did he choose to do that?
Well, it's more traditional.
Okay.
It's what they used to do back in the day. And it gives the balance wheel this slower, more deliberate movement.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people find...
Or visually appealing. Yeah, I can see that.
And it's got a 3-day power reserve.
Okay.
Which is great for a hand-wound watch.
That's convenient.
Yeah, you don't have to wind it every day.
Yeah.
And then there's the little detail on the barrel ratchet. It's got this wolf's teeth pattern.
Wolf's teeth. Okay.
Yeah, it's these sharp angled teeth. So what do?
Well, they help with the winding.
Okay.
Make it smoother.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But it's also just a nice little detail.
It's like a hidden gem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then the click spring, it's super thin.
Okay.
Which, again, it's a small thing.
Yeah.
But it contributes to a smoother winding experience.
So he's really thinking about every little thing.
He is. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk straps.
Right.
You've got a choice of fabric or nubuck.
Okay.
In black, beige, or light blue.
Oh, nice. Some options there.
Yeah. And you can get macking stitching.
Okay.
Or purple stitching if you want something a little different.
So you can kind of personalize it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the price, 45,000 Swiss francs.
Okay, that's a serious watch.
It is.
Yeah.
But the articles say it's actually very fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you consider all the hand finishing, the tantalum case.
Yeah.
You know, it's not cheap to work with tantalum.
No, it's a difficult material.
It is.
Yeah.
And then you've got Delaloye's reputation.
Right.
You know, he's an HCI member.
Yeah. That all adds up.
It all adds up.
Yeah.
And it's a limited edition.
Oh, how limited?
Only 24 pieces.
Wow.
And they were almost sold out when the article was published.
That's not surprising.
No.
Yeah.
So this watch, it's not for everyone. It's for someone who really understands watches.
You see, it's the details.
Yeah.
The craftsmanship.
It's not about showing off. Yeah. It's about appreciating.
It's about quality.
Quality, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it really speaks to Delaloye's journey.
Right.
You know, he started out independent.
Yeah.
Then he had to adapt.
Had to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he got to work on these amazing historical pieces. Yeah. And now he's back to his roots.
Full circle.
Yeah. But with all this added depth.
A new perspective.
A new perspective, exactly.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
So, you know, in a world where everything is mass-produced, it's really refreshing to see someone like Delaloye.
To see that level of craftsmanship.
Yeah, just doing his own thing.
Yeah, it's inspiring.
It is.
Yeah.
So to wrap up,
the
Nicolas Delaloye Renaissance Tantalum 39 millimeter. It's a special watch.
It is.
You've got Delaloye's story. You've got the tantalum case.
That unique material.
Yeah. The classic dial. And that incredible movement.
With all the hand finishing.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of art.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
And, you know, it makes you think
about
what it means to be a craftsman.
Yeah.
To have a vision and to see it through.
And to come back to it.
Yeah, after all those years.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's time for all of us to think about
what we're passionate about and how we can bring that back into our lives.
A little renaissance.
A little renaissance, yeah.
That's a good thought. Until next time.
See ya.
Bye.